You are allowed to decide that something is no longer meant for you. You are allowed to start a project, start a hobby. You're allowed to start a certain kind of career and then decide when you start doing it, you know what, I don't really like this. I think I'm going to stop. Or you could even have a goal in mind. You could have a goal that you want to achieve. And then you're on your way to that goal and you start to think, you know what, maybe I don't want that goal as much as I did before. Maybe this goal isn't really aligning with me. This goal isn't really something that I want to put my time and attention towards anymore because it's not benefiting me in a way that makes sense to me. And so you're allowed to stop. And this is where that word quit comes in, like quitting or being a quitter. Like there's such a negative connotation to that word. And I feel like personally, I've just taken that word out of my vocab. But recently, I backed out of something and somebody used the word quit to describe what I did. Not like being mean towards me, but they just said like, "Oh, you quit that." And I was like, I don't really like that word because it makes it sound so negative. It makes it sound like I'm doing something wrong or I'm doing something that like I shouldn't be doing when really I did what was best for me. Like as soon as I think, "Oh, I quit doing that," or like or not or like, "Oh, I quit that because I didn't want to do it anymore. It wasn't right for me," or "I quit that because I wasn't comfortable with it." It's like when you use the word quit, it makes it kind of sound like, "Oh, you gave up. Oh, you failed. Oh, you're not good enough." And it gets all this other kind of like negative meaning to it. So really like take that word out of your vocabulary. Like I never use that word anymore. Like I said, I only thought about this because someone used that word to describe what I did. And I don't see what I did as quitting. I saw what I did as removing myself from an uncomfortable environment, removing myself from a place where I don't think it was benefiting me and I didn't feel of use in this spot, in this environment. So I removed myself so that I can make room for something that aligns with me more, for something I feel more comfortable with, for something that I feel more just aligned with and I feel more in tune with, and that I feel like I can really give my purpose there. And it's a purpose that I want to fulfill too, in a different spot. And so it's like when we say quit, it's like we start feeling guilty. We start feeling like ashamed. We start feeling like we're failing at something or we're giving up. But you're not. You're allowed to just realign. You're allowed to just decide that this path is no longer for you. So you want to go down a different path. You're allowed to just decide something is not meant for you and then leave because you want something better for yourself. You're allowed that. And there's so much strength and courage in leaving something that you feel does not fit you anymore, walking away from something that does not resonate with you, something that you do not enjoy anymore. Like there's so much power in that. There's so much courage in that because it's so hard to walk away from things, especially if we've committed so much time and energy into things, and things meaning like relationships, a career, a hobby, a goal. Like we've already committed so much time and effort into it that it can be hard to leave. But at the end of the day, if it's not benefiting you, if it's not making you feel good, if you're not feeling the right like benefits from it that you should, you don't think the end goal is worth it, worth what you're putting into it, worth what you're doing to get to that goal, then ask yourself, do I really want to keep doing this? Is this really what's best for me? Do I really want to give the time and energy that I have in this one life only to be doing this? Like, is it worth it to me? Should I do that? And it's all about what you believe is best, what you want to do with your life. It doesn't matter what another person thinks. It doesn't matter if another person thinks that you're giving up, another person thinks that you're going to go down a path that is like useless, whatever. You're going to figure it out on your own. And that's what matters. You do you, and that other person will think what they're going to think. And regardless, they're just going to like, you can't do anything about that. Like, you literally can't do anything about another person's opinion. But what you can do is you can make decisions that make sense to you. You can make decisions that are best for you. And yeah, making decisions sometimes means coming with being uncomfortable. And so we need to get past that unfamiliarness, that uncomfortability, because like going into a new path it's new, it's different. And so it makes us want to kind of like refrain back, like, or move back or like lean back rather than going towards this newness because it's uncomfortable, it's unfamiliar, it's new, it's different, this path or whatever it is. And just remind yourself, like, okay, like, let me try this because I care about myself enough to try this new thing, to see if I like this new thing, to see if this resonates with me, to see if I feel good doing this, whatever it is. And then from there, go on and think, okay, like, is this benefiting me? Is this worth what I'm going through? And just ask yourself that same line of questions. Like, am I happy? Am I feeling good? Am I happy with where my time and attention is going towards, where my energy is going towards? Because you only have this one life, so it matters where we're putting our attention and energy. We want to put it somewhere that we feel good putting it there, that we feel like we're getting like benefits from that in some way, meaning we feel good or we're getting like health benefits or we just are getting that personal feel good like vibe from it, like whatever it is. Like I said, like relationship wise, when you come home from a relationship and you think like, oh, I'm not really feeling good, like whatever, like notice how you're feeling after you leave, like hanging out with that person. Are you feeling good? Is it worth giving your time and energy to this person if you're going to constantly not feel good about yourself when you leave hanging out with them? Like, is that worth it? Is it worth going to this job that even though you've had this job for a while, is it worth going? And when you're done with that job, you feel like super insanely depleted. You feel like not good in yourself. You're not happy. You're always complaining about the job, like whatever it is. Is that worth it? Like, you only have this one life. Is it worth sacrificing how you're feeling from that job? Like, is that job worth it? Is it really? Like, what are you getting out of that that's making it worth it? And asking yourself that question because these are so important. And it's important because when we start thinking, like, oh, I'm quitting, oh, like, I'm giving up, like, whatever it is, it's like, no, you're allowed to just realign. You're allowed to just decide this isn't for me anymore. You're allowed to literally change your mind and think, I don't want this anymore. You can like sign up for something or start doing something and then decide, you know what, I don't want to do that anymore. You know what, this isn't really feeling like me anymore. Or you know what, I just don't want to be around that anymore. Like, it just doesn't feel good in me. And that is you protecting your energy. That is you giving yourself permission to just be authentically you, to speak up, to express yourself fully, to allow yourself to be in environments where you feel good in, to be in relationships that you feel good in, to be around people that you feel good around, because you deserve all of that. Like I said, like, you literally only have this one life. So you deserve to take care of yourself to the full extent of your environment, of your career, of your social health, of the people that you surround yourself with, you know? Like, you deserve to feel good about your life overall, and you deserve to feel good about where your attention and your energy is going towards, and it deserves to matter, you know? Like, you matter and you have so much purpose and power. You deserve to fulfill a purpose that matters to you. Like, if you're constantly doing the same hobby or you're going to this job or you're in this relationship, but you feel like you're fulfilling a purpose that just doesn't align to you, like, you deserve to fill a purpose that matters to you. And like, I like say this because it's like, when like any job has a purpose, like any career has a purpose, but what purpose do you want to fulfill? Is it the purpose that you feel most aligned with? Is it the purpose that you feel you are meant to be on this earth for? Like, what do you feel gives you that sense of purpose, that sense of making an impact, a true, genuine impact? What does that look like for you? And it doesn't matter what it looks like to another person. It doesn't matter what another person is telling you will make an impact. What matters is how you genuinely feel like you are making an impact in the world, in life, like for yourself. And this is like what do you feel good doing? What do you see yourself living your life for? Like, what do you see yourself who do you see yourself being? Like, what kind of life do you want to live for yourself? And that's important to ask yourself that and have these self reflections and have these like moments of just thinking, you know what? is this benefiting me? Is this relationship benefiting me? Is this hobby benefiting me? Is this career benefiting me? Is this what's it called? Degree, not degree. Yeah, this like coursework benefiting me? Like, am I feeling good doing this? Like, that's a question you ask yourself. And you ask, am I happy? Like, am I happy in my life right now? Am I like, if I'm not fully, like, if I can't fully say yes to that question, what's holding me back? What comes to your mind when you get asked that question, am I happy? And you hold back a little bit? What's in your mind? What is that? And is the end goal of that, or is your overall scope of what you get out of that worth it? Is it worth going through? Is it worth it at the end of the day? Like, how this thing is making you feel, how this relationship is making you feel, how this career is making you feel, how this environment is making you feel. Is it worth it? Because if you don't change something now, if you don't stop that and redirect now, nothing's going to change, because nothing changes if nothing changes. Like, you can just constantly think, oh, I don't really like this. Oh, I'm not really enjoying this. Oh, like, and you can constantly, we get so caught in a routine of like complaining, and I'm not one to complain about things, because I feel that if I need to complain about something, something needs to change. Whether it's my own perspective, whether it's the thing that I'm complaining about, like whatever it is, if I'm complaining, that means something needs to change because I'm not satisfied, I'm not fulfilled. Or maybe nothing needs to change. Maybe I just need to rant, or maybe I just need to like cry about it, you know? But I don't like, you don't go off and be gossiping about like whatever and like spreading these rumors, like whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, you can just rant. You can rant to your journal. You can rant to a therapist. You can rant to a friend just to let it out. And then once it's out, it's gone. See what complaining is versus ranting. I feel complaining is more, you're constantly complaining about it, but you have no intention of fixing it. You have no intention of doing anything about it. You're just going to constantly complain as it keeps happening. Ranting has an end goal. Ranting has an intention. You're ranting, you're getting things off your chest so that you can release and then not feel like think about it anymore. So you can release it and not have to like have that problem within you anymore. Like, you're releasing that emotional energy. To me, that's what ranting is versus complaining. It's releasing emotional energy. Complaining just adds to it. It just adds to the problem. It just adds to all of these negative things about that problem. Whereas ranting is just releasing that, is just letting that out. And so ranting is more of like a one-time thing versus complaining that happens like constantly. So if you're constantly like complaining about this one thing, this relationship, this job, this hobby, how you feel after this hobby, whatever it is, like, notice, is it worth it? Like, it's not making you feel good because you constantly have complaints about it. So what are we going to do about that? Because nothing changes if nothing changes. So what are you going to do about that? And you're not quitting. If you need to leave that job, you're not a quitter. You're not quitting that job. You're deciding to take yourself away from that environment because it's not meant for you. You're deciding to take yourself away from that environment because it's not good for your mental health, because it's not good for your physical health, because it's not good for your emotional health. Whatever it is, it's not good for your well-being. So you're going to remove yourself from that. And like I said, there's so much power and strength to removing yourself from what no longer serves you, removing yourself from something that is not good for your overall well-being, because we literally have this one life. And when we decide, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I think I want to stop this thing. I think I want to end this career. I want to end this relationship. I don't want to engage in this hobby anymore, whatever it is. These thoughts will start to come up in our brain of like, I'm a failure, or like, I feel ashamed, or I feel guilty, or what are people going to think, or I'm so embarrassed. So now let's notice these thoughts. Let's notice these thoughts and reframe those thoughts. Because first of all, if your friend was doing a job that was horrible for their mental health, they are not feeling good in themselves, they're depressed, they're anxious all the time because of this job, are you going to tell them, no, you need to stay in this job? No, you need to like stay there because I don't know the reason. Like, are you gonna tell them that? No, you're gonna tell them to do what's best for their mental health, do what's best for their emotional health, do what's best for their well-being because you love that friend. So when you start getting these thoughts that come into your head that say, I'm a failure, I am making a mistake, I feel guilty, I feel shamed, I feel embarrassed, like whatever, tell yourself, like, I am not a failure. I just decided that this is not best for me. I decided that I don't want to live my life like this anymore. I'm not a failure. I just decided to take power over my life and do something that's actually going to serve me. Do something that I actually feel good doing. Fulfill a purpose that matters to me. You're not a failure for putting an end to something that is hurting your well being. That doesn't make you a failure. Don't feel ashamed for putting an end to something that is not helping your well being. When you start to have that thought that says, I feel ashamed, think I am enough and I don't need external validation. I don't need external approval. When you know in yourself that you are enough, there's nothing to feel ashamed about. Like when we feel ashamed, I feel like feeling ashamed stems from an external validation kind of thing. Because why do you feel ashamed? You know what I mean? Do you feel ashamed because you're worried about what they're going to think about it? Do you feel ashamed because you're worried that your parent or your friend is going to think differently of you? Do you think that they're going to talk down on you, that they're going to be disappointed in you? Is that why you feel ashamed? Because you don't have that external approval, because you don't have that external validation? First of all, if you have good people in your life, they're going to support you regardless. Will they? Like sometimes we tell somebody a decision that we're going to make, tell somebody that we love a decision that we're going to make, like maybe we're going to move, maybe we're going to end this job, maybe we're going to end this relationship. And they might say, oh, that's not a good idea. I don't think you should do that. Are you sure you want to do that? They question it at first because you just told them this news. So they're obviously going to be like taken back by it and be like, oh, are you sure? Because they're worried for you because they care about you. But overall, when you give your reasons as to why you want to make this decision, they will support you because they love you. And if they still don't support you, if they get mad at you for that, if they don't want to talk to you because of that anymore, like whatever it is, that's not your problem. That is all they're doing. You can't do anything about that. You can't do anything about how another person is going to take your actions, how another person is going to take what you say. Like, you can't do anything about another person's life. You can't do anything about another person's opinion, about another person's judgment, about another person's perspective of life. You can't do anything about that. What you can do is decide what's best for you. What you can do is decide that, you know what, regardless of what you say, I'm going to do what's best for me. Because what you're saying might be what's best for you in this situation if you were in my shoes. But you're not in my shoes. I'm in my shoes. So I'm going to do what's best for me. And that's so powerful in deciphering between when you are making decisions based off of another person's opinion and when you're making decisions based off of your own opinion. Overall, to wrap up this message, you deserve to fulfill a purpose that matters to you. So if you feel like you need to end a relationship, you need to end a career, you need to stop working towards this goal that you had in mind, you are not quitting. You are simply realigning. You are simply deciding that this is no longer best for you. You are deciding that you deserve better. You're deciding that you want different with your life. And there's nothing wrong with that. So take the word quit out of your vocabulary because it just has such a negative connotation to it. You're not giving up. You're deciding to do something else. You're deciding for change. And what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with deciding that you want different for your life, that you want different for yourself, that this relationship is just not good for you anymore, that this career is just not serving you anymore, that you could literally be doing the same career for 10 years and then decide, you know what? I just don't, it doesn't fit me anymore. It's not who I am anymore. We're constantly growing. We're constantly learning more about ourselves. We constantly go through experiences that shape us, that help us learn about ourselves, that help us like see life a different way. We're constantly going through these experiences that impact us. So God forbid we're not the same exact person we were 5 years ago. God forbid we're not the same exact person we were a month ago. And that is beautiful. It's this constant, like, just constant, like, death and rebirth. Like this, you know what, this version of me I no longer align with. So I'm going to birth into this new version of me. I'm going to create this new reality, create this new version of myself. That is growth. It doesn't matter how long you've done something for. If it doesn't align with you anymore, if it doesn't serve you anymore, bye. Like, leave. If we keep holding on to this thing that no longer serves us, it's going to hurt us. We're not going to feel good mentally. We're not going to feel good. And that's going to impact us physically. Like, we're going to be depressed. And then physically, our body is going to start like not feeling good either because we're holding on to this thing that no longer serves us. Let go. Allow yourself to embrace newness. Allow yourself to embrace a path that aligns with you. Allow yourself to fulfill your purpose. Allow yourself to fulfill a purpose that matters to you because you deserve that out of life. You have this one life. So if you decide something's not right for you anymore, if you decide you're over dealing with that, you're over how this is impacting your life, okay, be done with it. Be done with it. Let go of it. Move forward because you deserve that. Because you deserve to be treated well. You deserve to be in an environment that you feel respected in, that you feel seen in. You deserve to literally do in life what feels best for you. You deserve to be a person that you are proud of yourself. Like, you deserve to feel proud of yourself. And are you going to feel proud of yourself if you keep holding on to this thing you're holding on to? Are you proud of that? Like, is it benefiting you? Do you feel good? Are you happy? Are you happy with your life? Are you happy with the person that you are? What is holding you back? What do you need to release? What is keeping you from being your most true, authentic self? Journal about it. Talk about it to a friend. Talk about it to a therapist. Like, talk about it to yourself. Just have these thoughts. Think about it and just really like tone in what is best for you right now in this moment. Each moment is different. What's best for you right now in this phase of your life, in this season of your life, of this version of who you are? What's best for you right now? What kind of hobbies do you want to be interested in? What kind of hobbies do you think might benefit you? What kind of hobbies do you want to try out? Try new things. You know, like, get out there, like, whatever you need to do. Allow yourself that. You made that vision board. Okay, let's fulfill that vision board. What do you need to release in order for this vision board to come true? You know what I mean? What do you need to release in order to really embrace this life that you desire, this life that you're envisioning for yourself? What do you need to release? What is holding you back? Put an end to it. You're not quitting. You're simply realigning. You're simply doing what's best for you. And doing what's best for you is never quitting. It's always power, strength, and courage. That is all I'm going to talk about today. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I really felt very good about the topic of this episode. If you're watching this on YouTube, hi. You're beautiful. And go ahead and subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Go ahead and comment something that you're proud of yourself for, because you deserve to feel proud of yourself and you deserve to acknowledge the things that you're proud of yourself for, because as you deserve, as you should. And if you're listening to this on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, go ahead and follow the podcast so you can get updates on when there's new podcasts and whatnot. I recently posted on like Thursdays, but I think I might change the day of the week. I don't know what to, but go ahead and follow Mindful and Aware Pod on Instagram, and then you can get updated on what days I decide to start releasing on, because I'm not resonating with Thursdays anymore. I don't know what it is. I'm not resonating with Thursdays anymore. So what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Who knows? So go ahead, follow Mindful and Aware Pod on Instagram, and then you can get little behind the scenes, little updates. I also do other little like chats a lot on Instagram, whatnot, whatever. So anyway, I hope you're enjoying your morning meal today, whatever you're living right now. And remember, you're not quitting, you're just realigning. You're just doing what's best for you. And that is so valid, as you should. Okay. You're amazing. Bye.